HELA press conference at Automechanika 2022. My name is Stefan from Dalen and I'm responsible for the global aftermarket at HELA. And
my name is Rolf Kunold. I'm CEO from HELA Gutmann. Welcome.
We are very pleased to be back after 4 years at Automechanika, and a lot has happened, especially in the last year at HELA. We have a new majority shareholder being Forvia. They own 81% of the group, and this is a group that continues to invest in R&D. As you can see, more than 7% we are investing, which means our commitment to the automotive industry along all the trends will remain. We are organized in 6 business groups, one being Lifecycle Solutions, which is the umbrella group for aftermarket as well as special applications, but also certain Forvia activities will be part of this group. How are we going to do this? We're going to address all the trends that are relevant in the aftermarket. But it's also very important that although there's a lot of communication going on about the new umbrella brand being Forvia for both companies, it is important for you to understand that the brand HELA will be kept for the aftermarket. We keep our promise to bring all applications that we sell to OE also in the aftermarket. This has been a tradition in HELA, and we will continue this with Forvia, which means that all products that Forvia is selling to OEs that are relevant for the aftermarket, we are going to bring to the HELA aftermarket via under the brand of HELA. One of them being repair and remanufacturing. As you can see in that corner there, Forvia has some activities in this field. Among others, Forvia owns the brand Clarion, where a lot of repair and remanufacturing has happened in the past. And these services we're going to offer not only to OE, to authorized workshops, but also to the independent aftermarkets. One of the first OE applications that we're going to bring to the market is exhaust. In exhaust we have a solution, we call it easy to fit. As we all know, in exhaust these are very large products, and we found a solution patented by Forvia where we simplify this exhaust into a simple box where we can reduce significant logistics costs for the wholesaler as well as for the workshop. And I brought a little video to show this. This is only the beginning. We intend to bring much more products in exhaust, but also of other product groups in Forvia to the market, like for example in seating. So you can see on our booth we have developed a seat cover with massage function, with heating function, and in the future also to come a cooling function. And this fits very well in our assortment, because today, as you can see on this slide, we already have sensors, EGR valves, oxygen sensors, but also in HELA Gutmann we have diagnostics. So it is more than obvious that the new product from Forvia fits in our assortment. Of course, the trend is to electrification, and we have seen different studies from BCT, from Roland Berger, that more and more electrical cars are coming to the market, but still it will be a very long time before 50% of the car park in many countries is electrical. Nevertheless, we as HELA Gutmann are prepared for this future. Just to give you some numbers, only 8% of the HELA turnover is dependent on combustion engine. This means 92% is independent, and this shows that we are strategically very well positioned. In this area, we're going to bring more and more products. In electronics, We are one of the market leaders with the broadest and deepest assortment, and this we're going to extend also for electrification. The first 100 SKUs are already in the market, and this we are extending gradually, and we receive a lot of positive feedback from our customers.
Thank you, Stefan. For the workshops, the times are, to say the least, interesting, if not very turbulent. We all talk about electrification or e-vehicles to be one of the major trends that pose chances and opportunities and challenges to the workshops of today. Nevertheless, let's not forget there's many other things that we need to educate and support workshops with and for in today's market, such as ADAS systems is still, although not new, something we need to work together to stay competitive, especially in the independent aftermarket. Cybersecurity gateways, so access control of the OBD port from through the OEMs is getting more and more into the space, and we need to create results and possibilities for the workshop. I don't only want to see this as a challenge for the workshops, but it is as well a choice for the workshop in what markets to participate. I believe in the next years it will be important for all the workshops on what market they want to be proficient in, have competence in, and want to participate going forward. Of course, you can try to be expert in all of these fields, and we as Gutmann want to be the partner to enable that for you, but the choice ultimately lies with the workshop. And that's all of our job, ours as an equipment supplier, yours as press, and all of ours as customers and users, to make options available. For us, as Gutmann, that means that we are spending heavily in the last years and continuing doing so in creating the right equipment and hardware, the right services to support on the behalf of the workshop in processes, but increasingly so start to be proficient in data management and software services. I will not go through all of these solutions. I will highlight some that are probably more new to the market and are exhibited on the fair. First of all, let me fill you in on our journey, how we are supporting the workshop on e-vehicles. So already on the market is a diagnostic tool. So an e-vehicle is still a vehicle, it still needs to have inspection, it still can be accessed through the OBD port, which means the diagnostic is going to be the same tool for an e-vehicle and a combustion engine for many of the works to do. On top of that, we have introduced the MTHV, measurement technology high voltage, which is the only one hardware solution that combines high voltage and low voltage measurement technology into one device, which is basically, you can see this one. On top of that, we have created a huge database already, 200 vehicles and counting, more of cars that you can access with our diagnostic device already. But as we all know, things are increasingly getting more complex and more variances. That's why remote service, over-the-air service into the workshop is getting very important for EV vehicles as well. All of that is available in the market already. The next stage of bringing the workshop closer to performing services at an e-vehicle lies around state of health measurement of the traction battery. So when the car comes at a certain age and probably it's going to be sold, the most predominant question asked is how good is the traction, the battery life of the battery. And our job as an equipment provider is to provide an answer to that. So what kind of equipment do you need? There's two ways of assessing the high voltage battery of a car. One is through the battery management system, where you utilize our diagnostic tool. And the second possibility is have a third-party algorithm, to have a certified third-party algorithm access the car. So what I can announce now is that we have teamed up with TÜV Rheinland and Startup Twice to combine forces, where we can create a solution that is going to be launched Q1 next year, where we have a third-party algorithm comparing data coming from a wall box to the data that is on the CAN bus, so inside of the vehicle, combining that data and giving a third-party access and third-party evaluation of the quality of the battery. This is process-wise done in a 20-minute sitting the car into the workshop. You plug in both devices and wait, and after 20 minutes you will get a certification which gives you the state of health of the battery, not from the BMS, but from a different party. After that, and that's something a little bit probably for the next Automechanika, we are investing heavily in research and getting especially the independent aftermarket, getting access on how to repair a high voltage battery. So repair means open the lid, exchange module, close the lid. Sounds very easy, but there's plenty of research and development to be done. Not for now, but once we have an aging car park in Europe, this will be the predominant question. And stay tuned, hopefully next time I can show you some solutions that are already available for the independent aftermarket. Next to that, and that's probably the news that I'm most excited about, is we have developed a new functionality for the full scan, meaning the most utilized service in a diagnostic tool is the full scan, Gesamtabfrage in German. And it tends to have several interactions and several steps that need to be done from a mechanic to achieve a full diagnostic. So what's actually wrong with the car? What we have done is that we have reduced 75 clicks that are the average that you need to come from, I have a car in my workshop and I'm able to tell you it's the sensor, the lambda sensor, it's something else. On average there's 75 clicks that you need to get from I have a problem and I know the answer into 2 clicks. Could be 1, but it's 2 effectively, where we have optimized suggestions on all the critical steps around the path. First part would be VIN identification. Now there's plenty of services out there. We have got one which we think is very good. Trouble fault codes reading, that's the normal scan. Then suggesting and utilizing parameters that are relevant to reduce the possibilities of things that could go wrong as much as possible, to where at the end we have a result that gives you percentage-wise a recommendation. That's the thing that's wrong with the car. It's AI based, I will not bore you with the details, but this is a lot of data flowing in. This is 3 years of research. This is, to our understanding, the only thing available out there at the moment. And why do we know that? Because we are getting with our technical hotline over 2,000 calls per day, helping the workshop exactly going through these steps. So this is great. It works at 72% of all the times that you have a scan. You will have a valid recommendation. Out of these 72%, more than half of them will have only one choice with a significance of more than 90%. Of course, it's not perfect, but it's sure a lot better, we believe, as a support to the workshop than what we have today as a full scan available. Max Remote as a service where a single device within the workshop is plugged into a car, and a centralized service center can access the car through the internet and perform readouts, parameterization, coding and other services, has been around now in our company for 2 years. I'm happy to say that within those 2 years we have performed almost 35,000 tickets with this technology, operating only in Germany and in the Scandinavian countries. We're starting to go in other countries as well, so there's going to be 4 more countries until the end of the year. But after 2 years of experience with this technology, we can safely say it's a great addition for things that are complex to the workshop, where we can help the workshop very well, very good to the service expectation to the workshop, and where we are very fortunate to be in the forefront of creating something that has not been there before for the workshop, and we can scale it into a point where it can be a regular thing working in the workshop. So a workshop that has a box from us, just to give you some sort of order of magnitude, utilizes it every 2 weeks up to every second day. So it seems to be a service that is regularly utilizable in the workshop, and we're still seeing things to ramp up. And this goes through all of the fields of the workshop. Can it be fast fitter, can it be specialist, can it be the mechanical workshop? Of course, we are in a time where legalization in Germany has changed on the emission testing for Euro 6 diesel. We have as well a particle counter kit, the PCK, available to the market. We have launched it communication-wise in several by the mid of the year. It is available, which is good. We have pre-orders in which we will be able to ship until the end of the year. We have decided to come up with a design which is closely interlinked and which only works together with our HG4. Means that this product is relevant for every customer that already has a Gutmann device for emission testing in-house. We decided to do that because we wanted to make sure that our customers are able to get a solution when they need it, and that we can prioritize. We all know about shortages of supply. We have a huge loyal and customer base that we are very dedicated to. That's why we have created the HG4 accessory PCK. And of course, all of these products are available on the fair stand. Please utilize them and look at them. So let me close with some numbers. Some numbers that make me very humble. We have, for instance, and I'm only highlighting two of them, we have products in the field that perform per day 300,000 full scans. 300,000 times per day. There is a Gesamtabfrage with our products happening every day on average. That's great news. And within 1 year, we are collecting more than 16 billion parameters, data points that we are utilizing to create something like automatic diagnostics, to make the life for the technician better, easier, and more future ready. We want to be prepared for the future, and our mission is to prepare our customers for the future as well. Thank you very much.